Hi everyone, it's John from What Up, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about a couple of new cast members and some new characters that are going to join Season 2 of Sony and Amazon's Wheel of Time show. This comes courtesy of our friends over at wotseries.com, and if you don't know who they are, I've left a link to the article down below in the description box. So make sure after you watch the video to click that link and go over there and bookmark their page, because they come out with all kinds of really fantastic Wheel of Time show news, and they haven't been wrong yet. Now, with all of that being said, if you're new to the channel, I cover Wheel of Time show news, so anything and everything to do with the Sony and Amazon production, that's what we talk about here. So if you like that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell, because I'm coming out with a ton of Wheel of Time content over the next few months while we wait for Season 2 to drop. Now, before we get into the video, spoiler warning, in this video we're talking about certain characters and certain casts that are joining Season 2 of Sony and Amazon's Wheel of Time show. So if you haven't read at least The Eye of the World and The Great Hunt, that's the first two books of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series, be forewarned, I'm going to ruin very minor character arcs and plot points, basically just by discussing the characters just a smidge if you haven't read those books. Alright, all of that being said, let's get on to the video. Alright, so the first actress we're going to talk about today is Raquel Cipriano. She is a Portuguese actress based in the UK. She's been acting since about 2011, and she's been mostly in small international TV shows here and there. Now, wotseries.com was able to uncover that she is going to be playing a novice in Season 2 of Sony and Amazon's Wheel of Time show, but they couldn't really give us a name of that novice. They couldn't find that information out. They did, however, find out that she is in an episode directed by Thomas Napper. Now, we do know that Thomas is directing both Episode 1 and Episode 2 of Season 2, so it stands to reason that we're probably starting out the season in the White Tower. Now that we don't know the name of this character, we're all left to speculate, so my guess is Else Grinwell. Now remember, in Season 1, we do know that Robin Betteridge was supposed to play Else Grinwell in that big scene at the Grinwell farm. However, at the last minute, they changed her character's name to Helga. Now, when that happened, they didn't change the subtitles. So it happened at such a last minute, they didn't have the chance to change the subtitles, so we knew that she was originally going to play Else, and we also knew that she was going to play Else due to a bunch of leaks and whatnot before the episodes actually aired. Now, my thoughts are that they originally planned to include her as Else, but then at the last minute decided against it, because Else Grinwell does have small but very important roles later on in the book series, so my thoughts are that maybe they're going to include her in the seasons at some point or another. And it does make sense that they're going to include her at the very first of Season 2 when they are in the White Tower. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think she's playing Else Grinwell or a different novice? Give me your names and let me know what you think. Alright, so the next actress we're going to talk about is MarieFrance Alvarez. She's been acting since 2011, and she's probably best known for her small role in Paddington 2. Now, wotseries.com was able to uncover which character she is playing, and that's Celestin Sedai. Now, they also speculated that she's going to play a small but very important role in Season 2, much like Sandy McDade did as Magdan, as the head of the Blue Aja. So for those of you who don't know who Celestin is in the books, Celestin is a yellow sister. Now, she doesn't show up until much later, so we're talking the prologue of Winter's Heart. However, in the book series, she does play a very critical role in a couple of different plot lines that involve the tower. Now, I won't give away too much here because I didn't give the spoiler warnings for it. However, my guess is she's probably going to be combined with a bunch of other Aes Sedai, much like Magdan was for the first season. It's hard to guess exactly what her plotline will be because we don't know how far they're going to stray from the books or what new plot lines they're going to add in. So let me know in the comments down below what you folks think. How do you think Celestin will fit into Season 2? Do you think she'll be the head of the Yellow Aja? Do you think that perhaps she will play something similar to her role in the books? Or will she be something completely different? Alright, so now we're going to talk about a couple of characters that wotseries.com uncovered that are going to join the cast in Season 2. Now, they don't know who's playing them, however, it does give us some information and some hints on some of the plot lines that are going to happen during the season. The first one is High Lord Turok. Now, if I had to guess before any of this happened, I would have said for sure that that character would have been in the second season, although after we've seen the first season of the show, we do know that they are changing a lot of things to basically build the world and fit a number of different plot lines and prune them and prune out characters and whatnot. So, I wasn't exactly 100% sure that we would see High Lord Turok. If you don't know who he is a Seanchan commander of the Return, so basically he's in charge of all of the forces of the Seanchan that came across the Aerith Ocean to take the Westlands. Now, he and the Seanchan plotline factor in very heavily at the very end of the Great Hunt, so it's a good bet that we're probably going to see either Falme or perhaps Tyr as a proxy for Falme in the show and some of the events that play out at the end of the Great Hunt on screen. All right, so the second one is Suroth. Now, she is a Seanchan noblewoman that eventually takes over the Return. So she takes over the command of all the Seanchan armies on this side of the Earth Ocean. Now, that's good to know, too, because she factors in pretty heavily in a lot of different stories throughout the book series after the second book. So we do know that at least some of them will be preserved or perhaps changed just a bit, but we'll still see Suroth. Now, there's been some speculation that Jessica Boone might play Suroth. Now, we don't know what character she's going to play, but we do know that she's joining the cast in Season 2. And there's a lot of talk about who she could play because she is playing a Seanchan character, and we do know that she had the side of her head shaved last August in Prague, so she's playing at least one of the Seanchan nobility. That's what we think anyway. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. What do you think about these particular characters? Do they mean that we're going to get Falme word for word? Do you think they're going to at least incorporate some of it? Or the popular fan theory right now seems to be that Falme and Tyr will be merged, and we'll probably get the events of the Great Hunt and the Dragon Reborn happening at the exact same time. So let me know what you folks think down below. Alright, so that's all we have for you today as far as news and leaks go. However, it is only the second week of January. There's plenty of time before Season 2 drops to find out more information about what we're going to see, officially and unofficially. Now, they are filming until the end of February, so chances are we might get a few things from the set over the coming weeks, but after they finish filming and go into post-production, that seems to be when we get most of the leaks for Season 1. So my guess is, after the end of February, we'll start to see an uptick in leaks, and we'll get a bunch more information about Season 2 unofficially. Now, thank you so much for sticking with me here to the very end. Here's to many more.